Hey everyone, welcome back to Pesterquest. Today, I believe we are on the end of the trolls, okay? I'm going to finish the trolls today. We only have two left, and we are on Eridan's story. What kind of... what kind of title is that? Oh, we're back at the pirate ship. Looks like you're back on the beach, prowling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with the metal detector, except you're looking for friends and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. Oh my god, he just appeared. Look at all his rings, man. You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but in the sense that he literally has fins on his face. Although he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense too. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey, you over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to, and you're literally the only other person around for miles. Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend person everyone keeps talking about? Friend who? Wow. You tell the guy that yes, you are the friend person. It's you. That is basically exactly what you are. It's what you do. Get friends. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're going to need to thank them for giving you such apt terminology with which you describe yourself. Was it Sollux? You bet a lot of money that it was Sollux. No, it wasn't friggin' Sollux, God. Geez, you really are hyperactive of a little bubble muncher, aren't you? No, that was something I came up with myself. I like the nail polish. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower you, I these W's with praise on Trollian. I'm Eridan, by the way. I'm the very rich and the very important around here. And by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you sincerely thank Eridan for his nicknaming services. Something tells you that this guy might actually kind of suck, though. What? God, I suck. My Moirel and my Gizmuses both spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently, and they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my goddamn heart out like it was part of the grisly offering to the gods. Eridan turns a drastic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Oh, yeah. You can't believe your luck in running into the one person on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. Ammo with which to pierce his heart with, like, the power of friendship or something. So I'm, like, going through a lot at the moment because honestly, at this point I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me or date me or hate me. Nobody's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of boldness, so what even is the point anymore? Nobody wants to be my friend, and I don't blame them. That's not true, you want to say. No, you want to scream out so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. There's definitely something wrong with you. Or are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this for free. Open up in front of other people I've never met. I mean, people pay good money for this. What? A good melodramatic emperor and from yours truly usually costs a freaking premium. Oh, what? Hold on, let me just whoop, whoop. Okay. Yeah, well, what was me, etc., etc. Listen, are you gonna give me the cash or what? This guy can't be serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? What kind of hobbies are you talking about, bro? I mean, that sounds kind of sus. Sometimes that means taking money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. You understand, right? Awesome, please pay for listening to my problems. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick enough with this guy to dump him without remorse. Calmly, you let Eridan know that you are, simply put, broke as hell. Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what, if you can't compensate with me, if you can't compensate me with cash, maybe we could find an alternative method of payment. Oh God, no, that sounds, oh. No, shut up. I'm not talking about anything dirty or heinous or anything. Give me a little bit of frickin' credit. Listen, I'm still messed up over theft and risk breaking my heart as carelessly as a pure beast knocks over a wine glass, shattering it into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gaze that I'm very lonely, but I want for you is to accompany me on a little friendly outing. Oh, is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part, much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you are at your worst, but you say sure, you're absolutely down to do anything with him. Really? That's awesome. Eridan tries to crack a light smile and fails. Well, I think I'll let you decide on what we should do together on our little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this, so I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overrun with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's that's okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down, but you certainly have more options than usual, or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go. You decide. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. That's a lot of stuff. I've never seen these many choices. You're not sure you want to go. What do you think? Watch movie. Oh god. Head to the anime store. Let's go to Earth. We haven't seen those people in a while. So that's where you want to go. That's fine, I guess. Eridan's frown morphs into a bigger frown. It's clearly not fine for him. Bro, trust me, it'll be great. Listen, forget this whole thing. Actually, I think that maybe we just aren't meant to be for what? Come on! Given that you couldn't anticipate my needs when you made your own decision so carelessly. What the heck? You thought he was insisting on doing what you wanted. You were completely fine letting him. Oh god dang it, he's leaving already. Before you even said anything. You stopped paying attention for one freaking text box, and this is what happens. He's moping his way across the beach, away from you like a humongous tool. Maybe it was for the best. He was giving you some soft zebra vibes, if you're being honest. For once, you don't feel much regret for leaving a guy off your friend list. Don't be so mean to him, Jesus. Okay, whatever, Eridan. I mean, you didn't want to go to Earth, whatever. I don't think you would want to do any of these things, honestly. But let's just try. Okay, yeah, it's just like that for everything. I just wanted to check. Maybe it's not like that for everything. I don't know, but just do this one. I already told you. I want to go wherever you want to go. Oh, really? God damn it. You were hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. What the heck, bro? Oh my goodness. Now, what would Eridan want to do? I don't know him that well. I mean, I know he likes magic wands. Maybe there's a movie with a wizard in it. Yes. Really? Hell yes. Hell yes. You know what is up. We are totally in sync. You're not sure that's a compliment or an insult. No, I already have movie tickets. I had them for like a month. And was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly, we were destined to be together as lifelong pals. Because you knew exactly what we were going to do. You're sorry? He had movie tickets this whole time? Why didn't he say so? Oh, you know. You don't. You're a little myth that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time, but you're not letting it get to you. But moving on, let's go to the show on the freaking road. I'm calling up the airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet renowned classic known as Shrek 2. Oh my goodness. What do you say? Your eyes widen a little, and your body instinctively makes a spit take motion. You're sorry, Shrek 2? Classic? Finally, someone speaking your language. It's an ironic masterpiece that. Okay. Suddenly, a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky. And just as quickly as it pops into your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? He definitely was. You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision was so out of place that, were it not for Aradia, you just start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you're experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot somehow? Oh, you refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly, or you're on an airship deck and Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did you get here? Uh, you walked on it like any bipedal, quadrupedal, or septipedal alien would. What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making you dissociate. Okay, fine, I'll just say it again. Well, welcome to the airship de Emperor. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's freaking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding, the airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. Oh wow, look at these outfits over here. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, the wands. Are those wands? I don't know. I thought Kanaya made him his first wand. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to, well, there's a ton of stuff in here. There's a pile of ornate sticks in the corner too. You wonder. Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything, since magic is fake. After all, that's not until Act 5 when I kill everyone, don't worry. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course, Matt. Do not tell this man magic is real. Whatever you do not tell him. Those are just all confiscations that I confiscated from unscrupulous low bloods in a store with my many sacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I like having here. Right. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room, and besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble, really, you see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kind of want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fan art generating attire to your wardrobe. Hell no, these dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know that his taste was so good. The dresses look so pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Of course I've put those on before. Just, they're private use only, you know. And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not like thinking about my gender or anything like that. But when I put them on, they feel nice and breezy and stuff. I mean, let's be real, gender's more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? Can you put it on, though? I want to see. To nobody's practical benefit, I may add. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth, even back back a long time ago. Point is, the concept that gender is a strict binary isn't archaic. It's just flat out wrong. And I think it's honestly really kind of screwed up. Especially since people who go out and say this is a hard accent to do for some reason. Say it's stone set, immutable freaking law, are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. There's something in Eridan's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Something about the way he's recounting all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or appear woke, as the kids say, or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Anyways, let's talk about the hemo spectrum. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods on this very airship and spent so much time snipping leagues in the air and shooting holes in their low blood feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essences coursing through their veins. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. What? You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical, power structures. No, you just chewed your guts out for some other completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled. Something's probably just full of something, yeah. Whatever you say, I guess. Okay. You decide to hit the controversial go back button and challenge Eridan on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What are you kidding? I'm not an ally, I haven't freaking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan Emperor in the hand if I annoy them. Which isn't too big a deal because violet bloods like me are pretty freaking sturdy, but I suck and I bet half of this whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly supported something like that, the stigmatization of gender non-conforming trolls in the existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside of those would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. And I'm not gonna be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about it all like that? Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right? Weren't we supposed to be watching a movie? eh. At this point, I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it, even. At least it means someone's thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else, like that movie. Okay, fine. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge, or is. No, I'm just curious. What? Screw it, I'll ask him myself. Oh God, don't bring that up. The double doll. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy person, the one of his friends, and possibly unraveling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whips out a palm husk, and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Is he like asking him right now? Oh, that's a nice phone, bro. Hey, for frick's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Then I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already. First of all, don't rub it in about theft. Trash. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Or with my wand. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask something else. Do you have a double bulge? Wow, what the freak. You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, he kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard rumors, pal. First off, not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Screw off. Listen, we aren't unraveling this mystery for a couple weeks Sweeps, at least. It's way too freaking funny to do that. You are way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be freaking ecstatic that I graced you with my effervescent goddamn phone presence. You mean Palm Husk? What the frick ever, dude? Cranky because I'm freaking irresistible, aren't you? Screw you. Ever since the apocalypse got freaking cancelled, you turned into this completely moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. LMAO, do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got cucked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with FF for the last 30 minutes now. What? Case. Wow. Is this even Feferi? Her text looks dark. Hey, Sollux, who are you talking to? An entitled sub. Put Fef on the phone, you quadruple horn Oompa person. Ooh, are you finally making... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. Are you making fish puns? I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now, yeah. Listen, you stupid trash. Next time I see you, I will kill you. Really now? Are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging in on me? Listen, how about we settle things as whole men, okay? I'm gonna head on over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb self over there and fight me. Oh my god. You hear a beep from the phone, Sollux hung up. Eridan's face softens from an expression of rage and anger into one of tranquility and calm before he starts to laugh a little. I think he went crazy. Holy, this is a date I'm about to go on. Wow. What? What? You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Sollux. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Sollux when he gets here. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef, or like YouTubers. You decide to take this opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. Why are you stealing his clothes? Come on. Some time passes and you make your way to the airship deck with Eridan. What, we waited for Sollux to come here? I thought we were just gonna, like, cut it out. Who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile, or at least the closest expression you've seen him to having one. Oh, God. Sollux hovers in front of you a couple dozen feet above. When you look up at him, his front contours into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Oh my god. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life one way or another. Understand? Is someone about to get murdered? I don't want to be here for this. You look at Eridan. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Sollux above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this was more than he bargained for. You look down to the ground and reflectively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat psionics before with Asdaja, and stuff gets crazy fast. Oh god. Here we go. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time and look back up at Sollux, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He's glowing red and blue with lightning still energizing into existence, inches away from his eyes. Aaron's like, wait a minute. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Sollux. Ah! Come on, and now, is this all you got? Something about Eridan's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Oh my god! Ah! What is that? I like your pants though, they look low-key cool. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Sollux with completely unwarranted confidence. Sollux's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out and you hit the deck, stomach to the floor, knees to the ground, and booty in the air. Booty, booty, booty. Yeah, there's pretty much no way you can stop this. Sollux shoots freaking laser beams out of his eyes like freaking Cyclops from X-Men, and Eridan returns the favor with his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from you. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you towards Eridan, using the smoke as cover. Eridan blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself right into the barrel of his gun. Oh god. As if to say nothing personal, Sollux flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Eridan into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter? Oh my goodness. When Eridan crashes through the other side, he's collapsed covered in scraps and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal. By the time Eridan gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Sollux has disappeared from both of your fields of vision. Where the hell did he... You hear literal tons of rocks crumbling from below. You look down and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah! He's above you, pointing upward, levitating some kind of humongous, some kind of... Is that a freaking shopping mall? Did Sollux bring a freaking mall to a gunfight? What the heck? Wait, the mall! It's that mall, the one where, in an errant timeline, Raya pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Raya then, and now that it'd be easy to, fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't help save Raya. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been screwing around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive and it collides with the ship from that high above. Oh god, you gotta get out of here. Gotta give you credit here, soul. Nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so big. What the hell do you mean? What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb. No, hold on. Okay, see, we are thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait, it literally couldn't, I couldn't care less. Sollux flings the thankfully abandoned maul directly at Eridan with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Oh god, it's now or never. You have to get off this ship now. Eridan might be durable enough to survive getting drop-kicked through solid steel or nothing more than a couple of scratches, but you're fragile. You probably die from tripping on the stairs. But even then, there's no way Eridan's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do? Get in there and save Eridan. It's too dangerous. Get off the ship without him. Bro, we can't leave him. We're homies, okay? You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Eridan, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like a freaking action hero and save Eridan. What is there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1, teleport in. Yo. Eridan. You zap right in front of Eridan and he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow. We picked the wrong bonus. Eridan clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he is rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun's blast as propulsion. God, he already had an escape plan and Jesus, this hurts. Your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the sun. Why did nobody tell you that sudden laser beam amputation hurt this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of your... You can't even bring yourself to focus on Sollux yelling. As the Titanic sharply structure hurtles towards you, you try to study your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on reality around you. Bro, freaking Eridan just left us. Screw him too, okay? Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unflappable march of gravity as the sheer force of the maul crushes you to death. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. That's why we saved, guys. I really thought that was the right choice. I thought Eridan was in danger. Okay, it's fine. I'm out. Screw it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact he's being attacked by a building. You try to think of somewhere to zap, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Eridan fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here as fast as your mind can take you. So you close your eyes, zap away, and feel your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the site of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Sollux was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. Well, I wouldn't assume that much. It was just probably in that location then. Oh god. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is out astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Hey, dude. Standing in front of it all is Sollux. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask if he and Eridan are alright. Welp, that's how. That's how. That'll show. That'll show a guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with FF or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. You asked Sollux what Eridan did to him that was so bad he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this piece of trash calls me at freaking o'clock and either spouts some high blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe or complains about his love life basically every day. So what he's saying is that throwing a maul at Eridan was just meant to send a message? Pretty much. You know, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wiretap FF just to see if she ever talked about him. Oh geez, yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy, and not to mention skeevy as crazy. I actually told her about that because I was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend stick, but he's not your responsibility nor mine. Maybe Sollux is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Eridan feel better or fix his problems or set him on the right track. That's probably why his Moirail, why everyone gets sick of him. But like, you're supposed to do something here for everyone. You can feel it. Like you're supposed to smear your huge booty all over Destiny and say, "Eat my Destiny." All these kids will get the chance at good lives. LMAO, you sure this isn't just some kind of hero complex? Maybe, probably. You just wish Eridan could be a little bit less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not, but this doesn't change what you're gonna try and do. You've got a lot to say to Eridan. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Well, it went backwards anyways, though. Okay. You wave Solos goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. Oh, what up, man? It only takes a few minutes to find Eridan sitting on some rocks. Herg. Oh my god. That hurt like hell. He's alive! Of course I'm alive. You think I died just because I got a building thrown at me? Ah, actually, If I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried alive under more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Folks probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that lead to a decent colliginous relationship. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here. Huh. Hmm. Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power you could ever want or need and every whim catered to with ease? And that even despite all that, your happy moments are as fake as magic is. Maybe even more fake. Hmm? There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. After all, this is all I can wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Eridan if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can handle it. Listen, I'm not gonna be in any more pain than I'm in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the truth, so just give it to me, give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their station in life through no work of their own, and who's placed all his stock in his social lives. He's cherry picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends, but not even trolls on the top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's a six weeks old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so racist all the time. So you tell Eridan to get up from his throne of wreckage on a sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Sollux has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him through the sweeps. Damn lie. Okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep cutting and helpful advisory reflecting, but like, there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna have to ruminate on all this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I just don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think that you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Fair point. It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed the guy a redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the craziest kids can change a lot with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me, even if only for today. Of course you tell Eridan, that's why I left you on the ship to die. And besides, your day with him isn't over. Well, wait, what do you mean by that? The movie, bro! After all this, you want to still spend time with me? Absolutely. You take Eridan's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch, finally! Show us in the movie. Oh my goodness. Are they eating green popcorn? Is that just a reflection? Let me stop. Oh my god. Okay, that is the end of Eridan's story. Pretty foxalicious, I may add. And we are done.